Hello, it's Carrie. I'm coming live. You know, it feels like fall outside. What do you think? Sudie had to put a sweatshirt on this morning. I wanted to come live. I've kind of got my ingredients here. This little pop and stir, you can do popcorn or nuts, candied nuts. So it's getting ready to be fall and Christmas time, and I remember last fall we did some little candied nut gifts for people for Christmas, so you could do this. And then, let's see, we normally have made like the just cinnamon and like vanilla and brown sugar, and I found a recipe. This one is sweet and spicy candied nuts, so we're gonna try that today. If it's too spicy, we won't make it anymore. But I've got most of my ingredients. So it's got a cup of pecans. Good morning, Miss Becky. Brown sugar, 1/3 cup. This is a little measure all cup. Love it. It's packed down in there really good. This has water, salt, pepper. I'm using pepper instead of cayenne pepper. I don't know what the difference is. Somebody tell me what the difference is. And red pepper flakes. So these are super spicy. I don't know how I feel about this, but we're going to put a little bit in there, and maybe the brown sugar will kind of drown out the hot. So we'll see. Miss Becky, do you think that you would eat this? Miss Becky's kind of picky like me. We've not tried this recipe, so. Alright, so how this works. So let's talk about popcorn for a minute. If you wanted to make popcorn in it, there's little holes on top that you could put your butter in there and it would melt down in your popcorn. You could put your oil in here and it's going to heat up in a minute. Here's one side you turn, it'll do popcorn. The other side you turn it, it'll do nuts. So you can put your butter on there and it'll melt down in there. So Miss Becky, we are making sweet and spicy candied nuts in the pop and stir. This is the pop and stir. It comes apart. Let me show you. This part comes off and you can wash it in the dishwasher. This part gets very hot, the inside. And then this is the pop and stir. I thought I would make some candied nuts. Make sure I got my thing back down here. This comes apart and it can be cleaned really good. So this is the bowl. Okay, so Becky likes spicy. We got 1 vote for spicy. The butter goes on top of here, and then this would go back on there. And this becomes your popcorn bowl for your popcorn. But today I thought I'd do the nuts. Alright, so I'm just going to follow this little recipe. Cup of pecans. Put them right on there. And you know, you go to Cheddar's or somewhere and you get the pecans on your salad. So this is like the candied pecans that you would get wherever you go. So a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And this is going to just push right out. And I'll spread it out there. Had to measure it and pack it down there. That looks like a lot of sugar, Grammy, on these pecans, so you may be dinging later. Oh, yeah. Alright, so there's that. No, this will melt down in a minute, so. Alright. A tablespoon of water. Pour it right on there. Let's see. 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I got all my little measuring spoons out here. I had to finally break down and buy reading glasses. I can still see really good far off. I had LASIK many, many years ago. But I had to buy me some reading glasses. So just Granny, this tiny little bit of spice is all we're getting. Okay. Grammy's having her breakfast this morning. gosh. We're doing pretty good with the lower carb stuff, but not this. This was just a one-time thing. Let's see. 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. I have no idea how much that is. We'll just put a little bit on here. That's plenty. Salt. Plenty. Be salty and peppery enough, right? Good morning. Say hi if you're here. If you're here, we're making candied pecans in the pop and stir. I'm double checking my recipe. I've got my brown sugar, got my nuts, I got my water, I got my salt, I got my pepper, and I have my pepper flakes. I'll share this recipe. So all you do, so there you can see what it looks like before I start it. There's one side for popcorn and one side for nuts, and I'm just going to start it, and it's going to turn and it's going to heat up, and I'm going to stay on here and let y'all watch this, because the water, the brown sugar, the nuts, the salt, the pepper, it's just going to get hot. Like I said, this comes apart. You can clean it really good, but this is going to take a few minutes, probably about 3 minutes for it to start and just candy up. So we'll sit and watch this for a minute. So tell me, would y'all use this for like gifts? What would y'all do? And while it's going, I'm going to show you one more thing. Sneak peek from the September catalog. So anybody have kids? Do I have kids? I mean, any of those kids make messes? I said, I know now that I'm old, right? Older. I won't say I'm old. I'm 40. CD says, how old are you, Mama? And I'll say, well, I'm going to be 45 this year. I'm telling my age. But I understand now why my grandma, who made sweet tea every day, had to mop every day, right? So I wanted to show you, this is in the new catalog. It's a little handheld crumb picker-upper vacuum cleaner, mini vacuum cleaner. You could put this in your car. You could use it here in the kitchen. I'm going to use it here in the kitchen. So I made a mess with my brown sugar. I don't know if you can see. And if you can't see, I'm going to make a bigger mess. Got a graham cracker. I'm going to crumble it up here. See if you can see my graham cracker crumbs here. Meanwhile, this is still cooking and heating up over here. I'll show you this in a minute. I'm making a mess with my graham crackers so I can clean them up. So, I'll show you what this is looking like. It's heating up. You see it? Looks pretty good to me, Grammy. I don't know. Have a little bit of spice. I smell them. But I wanted to show you my little vacuum cleaner-upper. Like I said, it's got a little hose with it. I forgot to get the hose out. You could clean your air fryer with this. You could clean different things with it. But it just turns on with a little, you hear it? I'm going to clean up my graham crackers. So I cleaned up a mess with it the other day. I was like, that is wonderful. But I'm going to get one for the car, I think. Because, you know, CD makes a mess in the car. Don't tell him I said that. He gets offended. Grammy's sitting over here laughing. This is pretty handy. How would that do on a craft table? She wants to know if it helps with the craft. I think I need to empty it. It comes apart to empty it. So, we'll hold. Just picks up everything. Good morning. Say hi if you're here. I need to empty it. Grammy, these are looking pretty good. These nuts is looking good. You can put these on a salad. Yeah. Little vacuum cleaner. I'm getting my mess up that I made with the brown sugar, and then I made a bigger mess with graham crackers to show y'all. Pretty handy. What y'all got planned for today? I've got my beef stew and the crock pot cooked. So I haven't looked at the inside of this yet to see what it does to come apart. I'll have to read my instructions. But that's the little vacuum cleaner. I'll keep vacuuming. I just let this go until it gets all the liquid out. It's about there. You can see it's kind of clumped up. I'm starting to smell it. So, what do you think? So again, you could do popcorn, you could do candied nuts. Normally I would use like cinnamon and vanilla. Good morning, say hi if you're here. We're making candied nuts this morning. I think it's about dried up. They're gonna start coming, like, all my liquid is pretty much gone. Do you see? They're starting to fall out, so. There you go. We made candy nuts. We can put them on salads. You could do these for gifts at Christmas. And all you do is turn it back off, and it's done. So, you all have a blessed day. I think that it's $99 in the catalog. And then, good morning, Miss Janice. And you can get it at 60% off when you host a $200 party. So, yes, Miss Becky, I'll have to make you some. You have to come eat some. But anyway, they're super hot, so I'm going to let them cool. And I may see how spicy they are before I give one to Memo. Our little construction workers are still working out back. They just walked by. And we got tickled this morning. The pool's still open and the heater's on. So we were laughing that the pool was smoking because it's so cold outside this morning. So, but anyway, you all like these candied nuts, let me know. And then let me know about if you like the little vacuum cleaner. I'm going to turn it back on in case anybody just hopped on. You just turn it on. And it picks up. So, picks up the crumbs. I made a mess with my graham cracker crumbs and my brown sugar this morning, so I need to empty it. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Share my videos for me. Bye.